What's up? What up, my friends? I'm excited. Let me paste this thing in here. I got something here for you. All right. Cool. So we got a new overlay. We got some new tools on the site. And we've got a new week of DFS, baby. And the wonderful thing about NBA, NHL, all these things, is that, you have a screwed up day, screwed up couple days, screwed up week. Every single day is unique. You get another shot, an opportunity to rebound. Let's hit it. So today, we're going to be doing some work. That's right. I got some ideas. We're going to make this the 11:30 stream. It's just always going to be FC Rewind. It's going to be our rewind stream where we're going to use our projections, our content, ownerships, rise percentages, all this stuff, and we're going to upload them into FC, and we're just going to do work. We're going to get to work. Going to try to make some money together. Stream sponsored. No, that's the wrong one. I don't have all the correct overlays. Golly. Well, I guess I got to reach out to somebody here. I got to fix that one. That's definitely not me. Whatever. I'll leave that up today. Got one more I need you to make, Javad. One more I need you to make, dude. Back on Twitch are the Twitch comments. I never left Twitch. I had 1 week where I said, I'm doing YouTube only. I just need to get people on YouTube. They need to understand that YouTube is a thing, right? But I wasn't going to leave Twitch forever. I love you guys. So YouTube and Twitch is going to be simultaneous for the 11:30 daily stream. And then the 5:30 pre-lock, that's YouTube only. All right. So the goal last week was to be like, yo, hey, 1,500 people in Discord. I'm streaming twice a day on YouTube, and you need to understand that. So my whole goal last week was to try to get people watching on YouTube so that it became a thing. And then I'll dual stream in the middle of the day at 11:30 for both sides. All right? Aye. Pop Wiles, Rojo, thank you very much for your subs. I appreciate that. I appreciate that very much. All right, here we go. So what I did is I grabbed the projections. By the way, people continue. What up, Javad? What's up, dude? Good to see you, man. You know what we got to do, Javad? So the overlay you're looking at right now, up here in the top right, if you can send one more overlay where it says sponsored by, bro, let's hook up our friends. Let's hook up our friends Fancy Cruncher. And it just says sponsored by Fancy Cruncher. And then up here, it doesn't say use code or anything. It's just sponsored by Fancy. Just to get people to understand the FC's baller. Just a little love tap. We're going to do it just for fun because why not? Because we can. Because we support them. And they hook up all our members with $20 per month to their site. So you know what? We're just going to give them some free space, baby. Some free space. We're just going to do something kind, all right? Myers, what's up, baby? Thank you. 1 year, this guy, Meyer. Thank you very much, dude. 1 year subscription. Thank you, man. So I've uploaded projections. Now, I wanted to show you because people are looking at this today. They're like, how in the world did you do this? Oh, sign guy. Sign guy with a nice 2.8K win this past weekend. And I saw him smashing multiple sports. I don't know how he does it. He's so much better than me. Congrats, sign guy, on your nice big weekend, my friend. And I appreciate the 1,500 bits. Nice way to kick off the stream. Been 10 days, 11 days since I streamed on Twitch. Thank you very much, man. I appreciate that. Here's the deal. I have edited my Fancy Cruncher screen. Beautiful new upload feature. I thought so too. You can do this from your cell phone. You can do this from the website. And let me show people what I just did because I think people need to know. So here's what I'm going to do so I can show you quickly. We're trying to make everything incredibly efficient for everybody. So I'm going to go to NBA DraftKings because I don't think I have these tabs set up. Here it is. So you've got the full tabs maybe. Now check this out. No, I do have it like that. All right. Yeah, that's fine. We'll redo it, okay? Show hide columns. You guys ready? I'm selecting all. Apply. Okay, here we go. I'm going to remove projections. Anybody who tuned in today, I want you getting comfortable here because this is the best way to use the content now. So I've gone to the projections upload page. Click download, all right? It's down here now. I go up to DraftKings, click this upload button. Same as usual. But instead of all that copy-paste garbage, check it out. Upload file. Now, whatever you leave blank here will upload into Fantasy Cruncher. So if you're like, all I want are the name and projections, you can do that. That's all you'll have. Just name, just projections. Those are the only two. So for a lot of people who don't care about rating, ownerships, or rise percentage, just click the skip all button and then just leave these two blank. That means you won't skip them. You want them mapped in there. So watch this. I have the name and projections. I've added, boom, we're good to go. Literally all the projections are right there. It took me, if I was not talking my way through that, it would have taken me all of, I don't know, 7 seconds. It is so fast. Now, what if you want all that other stuff? All right, I'm going to show you right now. So I'm clicking upload file. There's the DraftKings. Skip all. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Because I want these added. I want these columns added. All right, so add data to table. So what it's going to do first is plug all the data in there. It's made the columns, and I'm clicking upload projections. How's that feel? Literally took 7 seconds. Now you'll see numbers aren't like center aligned and stuff. I'm super OCD. I think if you click refresh now, it makes everything look nice and neat, and the rows are ordered and stuff. But watch this. I'm gonna click this button right here, this little drop down arrow, show and hide. I'm going to select none. I want position, team, opponent. I'll take Vegas points and salary, and then I'm gonna go down to my spot right here. So I'm going to put in rating, ownership, rise, my projections, apply. You could do whatever you want. This is how I want mine set up. What do you think? Pretty cool, huh? So like my FC experience is what I want it to be. I've got my rise or fall columns in here. I grab them from the projections page, which means, by the way, friends, if you're paying attention, you can upload stuff like this. You can upload stuff like this. You want the simulation model in there? Muddy, Shuey, and Duke Boxer, thank you very much for your subscriptions. 7, 19 months, and 15 months. Holy smokes. Thank you, man. What's up, YouTube? Thank you very much over there. I appreciate your support. Dewey, Legendarius, CG, Fonzie, Javad. Thanks for the like buttons and the support. Legendarius, month number 7, man. Shoot, we're rolling today. Y'all were hungry for a Twitch stream, huh? So check it out. Like, if I want to add this stuff, watch. I'm going to add, oh, this is tonight's, oh, you updated it. All right, now it's irrelevant. But if I wanted to add the simulation model and upload these 8 or 7 tabs so I could see what the probability of hitting 6x is, I could do that, all right? You can upload all of this stuff. So these new tools, I'm just trying to get you used to this. These new tools, totally uploadable into Fantasy Cruncher. Every time. And if you're on mobile and you're not doing FC or whatever and you just want to look at them, go look at them on mobile. They're absolutely beautiful on mobile. Super user-friendly. Super user-friendly. Got the tiers here. Okay. You can search player names. You just want to look at names. All right, whatever. There's the Grants. Grant Riller and Jeremy Grant. You know, like, you do whatever you want here, my friends. You want to only have tier 1 showing? Okay. Whatever. All right, let's do some work. All right, so last night had you run out optimal, projection, crunch. You scored a 318. I know for a fact it scored because I had locked in, I think I locked in Edwards, Martin, Olenek or something for my cash. I can't remember what my cash game core was. I either gave them thumbs or something, and I crunched out, and it was the same as this. So 318. It cashed in tournaments, and it cashed in cash games. So it was a great time. A great night to be like optimally projected. All right, so let's throw 3 uniques on first off. All right, so 304, 283. So it went downward from there. So the more optimal you stayed, the better a night you ended up having. Now, last night, I had people talking about it in Discord. They're talking about doing this, right? So what they were doing is they were grabbing, based on our projections, by the way, this value score right here. Just an FYI, I have been crunching by 5x chance all weekend, cashed both nights. Upshot. See, that's what I like. That's what I like. I like when people are taking our tools and our content and they're just challenging themselves. They're trying to find an edge, right? CG says he's going to have PGA, MMA, and NASCAR projections like this, like the projections page. Dude, I love it. Thank you very much, man. That's sick. You know why, everybody? Because we're going to make the study hub purely studying. Yeah, we're going to remove copy paste from that someday. I can't tell you when. I don't know. I think when I see that our membership is comfortable, we're going to get rid of it. That's it. We're just going to get rid of it. So start getting used to the projections projections download upload. It's super easy. Because we also want people to upload simulation model into FC. We want you to upload all this stuff. Tiers ranking. You should upload all the things you want in there, and then you can open this up and do all your work. You know what I mean? Pay you. Team A, what's up, baby? My man Team A, you guys know he's going to end up hopping on some streams here. The 5:30 p.m. Eastern pre-lock NBA stream. My man Team A is going to join me for that in the near future. So we'll be dual hosting that together. That'll be fun. All right, so I saw some people talking about this, saying they were grabbing the highest value player at each position and trying it, right? So like the highest value last night, 6.5 with Jalen Noel, even higher than Tomas Satoransky after he was labeled the starter. How did Kobe White do off the bench, by the way? Not well. 25 points. Well, that's not terrible. Okay, so that would have been Gary Trent Jr. at shooting guard, small forward would have been KJ Martin, John Collins at power forward, and center would have been Olynyk, and they just crunched. All right, let's try it out. What are these noises? I have no clue what those noises were. Oh, YouTube subscriptions. Thank you, fam. John Porter. What's up, Porter? Coach Porter, congratulations. Is that not the most overdue position he's ever earned in his life? This guy's the most helpful member in history for like every sport. So we gave him a role inside MMA. He's going to be providing. Oh, by the way, CG, that's something you guys got to connect with this week. But we hired Porter this weekend. So Porter is going to do a, like the cash core, GPP core, like we do for the other sports. He's going to do it for MMA going forward. Nice and easy, once a week type thing. So you guys got to connect and hook him up for that so he can get on the site. So that's pretty cool. We now have an MMA person. So Porter, well-deserved. Welcome to the family, man. My friends, Rise or Fall members, all you 1,500 in Discord, y'all know that Porter's likely going to end up doing other cores in other sports, right? I mean, Porter's just too good not to have everywhere. Legendarius super chatted $9.99. Dude, you are too kind. I guess that's the same thing as doing like a bits on Twitch, maybe. I don't know, bro. But thank you very much. Thank you very much, fam. I appreciate that. It was very generous of you. I don't know why those don't show on YouTube. Man, I really don't know how to use YouTube. I need like a YouTube mod. Check it out. 361, 330, 344. Look at these scores. I nonchalantly left them up on the stream here while I was talking for a reason. Literally taking the top projected value at each position and just crunching. What the heck? Let's check out DraftKings. Give me a minute. So I got to add the value. That's insanity. A 360, what, 361? Value's not popping. Oh, apply. Oops. There we go. Value. Let's grab the highest in each. I have no clue if it works on DraftKings. So it'd be Satoransky at point guard, Porter at shooting guard. No clue how he did. I did not like that price tag, though. Gallo. Oh, I guess Gallo would be there. John Collins. John Collins is also the center? Okay, let's do 5. Let's do Thad. 286. What was that last night? Is that good? So maybe not double. So if Collins is the power forward and center, and Gallo is the small forward, Porter's the shooting guard, Sato is the point guard. 265. As usual, locking and crunching just not the play on DraftKings. As usual, FanDuel, the play. A 361. How good was that last night? Oh, my word. Oh, that's the all day. Whoa, 361's way up there. Look at the putback. What the heck? You would have taken second place last night. Just taking our projections, the top value at each position and locking give you a 361 opto. And a 3 crunch like that. What if you 150 maxed? Get out. Raw settings. I ain't touching anything. Whoa. How far is crunching by value off from the optimal? It was off by 33 points. Optimal last night was 318 points. So locking the top value at each one position. So top point guard, shooting guard, small forward, power forward, center. Gave you a 361.8. That's chaos. What a score. Whoa, it did all 150? How did it do him that fast? Do I have randomness on? Nope. Oh my goodness. Oh no! It's that good? A 382? Jeez. Clutch out last night. I didn't play that. 382. $100. What's the cash? 301. How many lineups crossed? This is genius. Uncheck below. And 139. 139 lineups cashed. And you had how many lineups over 3? You had a 382, 379, 377, 376, 375, 371. This is ridiculous. Dude, that's nuts. What a good strategy. What's up, Jeffrey? What's up, David? Jose, what's up, Alfred? Went 150 for 150 in MME. Nice job, Alfred. A little YouTube domination. I appreciate hearing that. Thank you very much for the feedback, man. Meyer, so had you crunched with these 5, the top value at each last night based on our projections, you score 382.5. The optimal was 318. This is the optimal right here. Let me close these out. Here's the optimal. That's not the optimal. The optimal was, let me unlock these guys. I think it was 318. Optimal is 318. Holy smokes. Yeah. Good idea. Why don't I try that with 3 uniques? Sort by value. Kelly O. John Collins. Martin. Trent. Powell. Let's go 150. Let's go 3 uniques. This is no randomness. No minimum salary either. This is crazy to me. I mean, incredibly volatile. Let's be honest, right? If it works, I mean, you go berserk. If it doesn't work, right? If one of these guys ends up like getting hurt or something, you're sunk. You're sunk. Your night is over. But you got to risk it for the biscuits sometimes, yeah? 3 uniques did nothing but take us more off the optimal approach, which means our projections were so freaking sharp last night that anytime you start to vary away from the projections, you get ruined. Well, not ruined. I mean, these are great scores. I shouldn't say ruined. Let me see how many lineups cashed. But clearly, the closer to the projections you stayed, the better the night you had. 66 lineups cashed. So, 1 unique. Way to rock and roll. Wow. That's crazy to me. Thumbing versus locking. Let's check that out. You guys see the stream agenda at the top and all that stuff? Pretty cool, yeah? Pretty cool. All right, so you just want to do top value thumbs. Let's try it out, my friend. I wasn't even looking at the salary left over. Why don't I force a minimum salary? Let's do that next. Let's do that next, Jazz. I didn't even realize, to be honest. Oh, you ain't joking. Who would feel brave enough to do that? Not me. You got some good lineups, 350, 348. Let's do this now. Let's go 59.7. Let's try this again. This is where bias is getting in the way sometimes, right? Right? Like my bias taking over saying, why would I leave that much money on the table? There we go. Oh, so I can't even get as many lineups as I want. So we got to loosen up the restriction. Well, I guess that makes sense, right? Because you have 5 guys locked out of your 9. Okay, so that is probably why I had to do that. Well, what about this? Here's a thought. Maybe this is a strategy you do for part of your 150 or 20 max, 3 max, 10 max. I mean, if you are doing 150 lineups, maybe you start by doing this, right? I mean, these scores are insane last night for FanDuel. 376, 371, 361. Like, what if this is what we do? All right, so you got 14 out of there. Not bad. Maybe you drop it down to 58. All right, and you can get 43 lineups. All right, cool. Now, you know, there's 6 minutes left to lock. You're starting to get a little skittish. So you remove the locks. Put this back up. You're going to eat the rest of your salary up. 59.7 min. Now you finish off your lineups. But, like, you don't have to get 150. That rule saying you got to do it one way and get all 150 lineups the same way every single time. You don't have to do that. Like, why can't part of your lineup building be, I want to do this like super lock and crunch value way for my lineups for as many as I can. And then after that, I'll loosen restrictions. And then by the end of it, I'm just crunching just however I'm doing it there. Does that make sense? David Moss said, I hit 381.4. Came in 122nd place. David Moss, that is a dirty score. Nice job, man. Correct, CG, about the uniques. Let's sort these. Already sorted. 382.5, 377. So it still worked out great. And I ate more salary up. Look at this. 59.2, 59.3, 59.3. The most salary I left on the table was just those crunches, what, like 7 through 14? That were 58 to 59,000. I like this idea. I like this idea because it's also something I forget, right? Like I'm often looking at this, I'm like, well, I got to crunch out 150, one crunch, one calculation. But like, why? Right? Why does it have to be one calculation? Why can't I crunch 17 one way, another 15 another, and just keep going from there? Does that make sense? Like, why am I doing anything different? I don't know. I don't know. I feel like that's something I just don't think about. By the way, man, 50 plus people on Twitch today. Boy, did you all miss watching on Twitch. I don't get it. I did 1 week of YouTube. YouTube, by the way, has grown because of that. We're up to 31 on YouTube, 51 on Twitch, even though I haven't streamed in 11 days on Twitch. You guys are, I hope you 50 people on Twitch were also on YouTube last week. My goodness. Probably not. Probably not. The Discord channel literally tells you. By the way, stream 5:30 p.m. Eastern is on YouTube only tonight, so that is forever and always. Oh, okay, Meyer. Meyer wants to know, I would like to see a based projection, so not the actual scores of what the optimal looks like versus the locked value optimal. All right, so he doesn't want actual scores. Oh, it should be right here. Nope, that's not it. That's not it. Okay, this is, so my projection off the value optimal, this is the value optimal, top value at each position, lock and crunch, was a 325. Scored a 361. Left 7 hundo on the table. The actual opto projected 333. Only $800. So that's interesting. That's really interesting. So my projection with 333 was higher on the regular optimal. The crunch, the lock and crunch was lower, 325. You know what's I've actually tinkered at looking at a little bit as of late is the average, right? Wouldn't this inherently mean you have a higher floor lineup? Does that make sense to you? Because this is showing what is the sum total of the average amount of fantasy points this lineup scores on average. 387, right? So the actual optimal scored a average 279. The lock and crunch optimal averages 386. Has anybody ever looked at this? No, not in a single crunch, Meyer. Not at all. Because we are not grabbing the top 5. You're confused right now because right now, in your mind, you've done this. You've done like the top 5 values. But we're not doing the top 5 values. We are doing the top value from each position. So 1 each. 1 each. See, Sato's not even on there. I mean, conceivably, you could just do this. Here's the top 5 values last night. Why can't I make a lineup? Take the min salary off. Here's the top 5 values. It scored a 309. Nope, scored a 337. So not as high. Yeah, I knew where you were. You were thinking just the top 5s. Nope, I separated it. The top point guard, top shooting guard, top small forward, top power forward, top center. You think the average? Yeah. I don't know. That's weird. It put in guys who, because you crunch by average, so guys who aren't even active. They're awful scores, by the way. 218. Yeah, you ain't kidding, Fonzie. Average is noise. All right. I'm intrigued, though. I'm going to look at one thing. I'm going to crunch 150, and then I want to sort by the average. A rib coma. Was that his slabs he was posting down there? That's how you crunch an MLB? Less freedom, locking 2 point guards? Yeah, man. I mean, if you just lock like the top 5 values, you might end up with 2 power forwards, 2 small forwards, right? And then you have no exposure to any other position, any other player at those positions. But if you lock 1 at each position, maybe you do this at point guard, shooting guard, small forward, power forward, and you leave the center open so you can get some exposure at all the different centers. That's another idea. So that, yeah, you got the top value at each point guard through power forward, but that other spot, because you need 2 of each on FanDuel, that other spot is open for your projections in FC to kind of cycle through all the players. And if you don't lock a center, well, then, you know, that happens at the center position. That's interesting. I'm going to sort lineups by average. I got to look. All right, so that's nothing. You're right. That's just noise. Cool. 3 max settings. You know how I knew what to do next and I stayed on task for the stream? The stream agenda at the top of the page. How nice is that? Oh, gosh. All right, 3 max settings. It helps me stay on pace. So one thing I was tinkering with over the past couple weeks is capping teams to 2 players each, no matter what. I don't care if they have the best value in the history of the world. Capping it to using 3 uniques because I want to spread out my exposure a little bit for 3. Yeah, CG, exactly, man. Like, if you locked the center position and ended up with Aaron Baines, who scored like 19 points, that sucks. And then on the 12th, it would have sucked because you had 4 Houston guys. But this is why I like the idea of capping at 2. Now, when I'm going with 3 lineups only, like a 3 max tournament, $3.60, the $65 charge, 3 max. Right, I'm doing something like this, right? I want like 2 or 3 uniques because I want to spread out some exposure a little bit. I don't want 100% on like 5 different guys for my 3 lineups. And players from each team, 2 max, all right? Now, randomness would be whatever you want it to be. Now, the 2 things I wanted to look at here, just raw, crunching last night. Okay, there we go. And now I'm going to do the value, lock and crunch, but I want to leave the center open. So we've got Noel, top value. I can see that here, 6.5. Shooting guard, Gary Trent, KJ Martin, and John Collins. Now I'm leaving the center open because I want the projections to kind of rotate through a couple guys here. And if it, listen, if it puts in 3 Olympics, that's fine too. But I don't want to force that, and I don't want like Collins and Tate both to be locked in there. Or what's another position that has 2 high values? Like these guys, like Sato and Noel, top 2 values. I don't want all 3 lineups to have Noel and Sato together. If it organically happens, I won't fight it, but I'm not going to press that in there. Look at that, it worked. Let's go. 337, 315, and a 297. Cashes all of it. What are you sending me, Javad? Oh, word, okay. Thanks, dude. Let's see here. I thought you were sending the Fancy Cruncher one. What did you miss today? Quite a bit, my friend. You can see the stream agenda at the top of the screen. Way up in this area. It says value locks, core build, 3 max settings. No. I did that on purpose, Ken. What's up, Real King? I left the center unlocked. I did not want to force in a lock at center. If I end up with, a locked center, I don't end up getting exposure to everybody, right? It's just, and it's the same thing as if you don't want 2 guys at the same position locked. If you crunch that 150 lineups with the top 2 values locked in, guess what? Like, you have 150 lineups with the same 2 point guards. But by locking only 1 point guard, you allow that other point guard spot on FanDuel to be spread out, where you'll have maybe, 30% Sato, 7% Rubio, 15% Damian, Like, I want some exposure to the other point guards. So if I lock just 1 at the positions where I need 2, not bad. And then center, again, I don't want 100% of one guy. I just don't like that. I don't like doing 100% of one pitcher in MLB either. So like I often won't lock a pitcher. DraftKings maybe, because there's 2 pitchers I can use. If that makes sense. But that works. Look at this. 337. That's the opto. Who is entering the single entry series on FanDuel? Free advertising for ROF. A tip I learned when I'm running out of time and can't handpick my lineup. I subtract the ownership from the projection, and it hits pretty hard with that. Reverse for cash. Yeah, Real King. Yeah, I caught a glimpse of that discussion. I alluded to that in the beginning of stream. It's a really good strategy, dude. And it only would work if projections are good, right? Like, the projections are now extremely important. The most important aspect now, right? The most important aspect now is the projections, because that's inherently who you're locking, who the projections say are the highest value. So you have to trust your projections. You can't just do this, just rando commando with any projection source. You're a one lineup guy, so you lock center. Okay. If you're a one lineup guy, you're locking Kelly O last night, right? Because he's the highest. Now that makes sense to me. You're three maxing. I don't know if you want to do that. Well, here it is, 335. Something's changed here, by the way. I can see the difference of these two. Oh, it's because I'm forcing a salary. So as soon as I forced the salary, it changed everything. Gosh, that's nuts. Then not forcing a salary gives you the 361 last night. Sheesh. That's wild. That's wild. I force salaries all the time. It makes me wonder how many times I've missed out on like a really nice night because I was forcing the salary in there. True transparency. I tried this with other site projections, not even close. Yeah, I mean, that just bringing it back. I'm not trying to be like, oh, you know, rise or fall, the greatest ever. I think we are, but I'm not going to make that proclamation. But the projections are going to tell you who your values are. If these are different, watch. What if Kelly O is, you know, you upload another site's projections, Kelly O is a 22.8, okay? You sort by value now, and you know who you're locking last night, Aaron Baines, you know, and your night is totally different. Still decent, 335. Not a 361, though. Does that make sense? So, like, your projections are everything. They're everything. Well, you know, what if your highest projected value last night was Rubio? What if it was Rubio? All right, well, you locked Rubio. Didn't have a bad night. 30 points. Phenomenal score at 4.8K. But not a 361. Not a 361. So, like, let's look at tonight real quick. By the way, did you all see this? Did you see this? My morning video? I got this new part of the show where I literally gave away free plays on Mikey Night Fight. That was a stream sponsor. And then, like, my top value plays, top targets, early morning. Talked about Drew Holiday, Emmanuel Quickley, Karis LeVert, RJ Barrett, Draymond Green instead of Kyle Kuzma. You know, all sorts of this stuff. I give this away in the morning video. I hope y'all are checking that out. That's a good video. I fast forward it right to this time so that my stream watchers right now can get that after. But it is worth looking at. It is worth looking at. I think it's pretty sweet. Let's grab the projections and let's look at tonight. Let's see if we can apply this to tonight's slate. And then anybody who's watching right now, I'm going to show you how to upload just projections real fast, okay? You just emailed me that. Oh, I'm going to change my overlay right now to Fantasy Cruncher. Oh, I'm going to have to wait a few minutes. The weird email delay. I'm going to do that, though. I like that idea. Thanks, man. The value comment is so sensitive. 0.2 to 0.3 will make a difference. Yeah, that's right. Because it might show 6.5, and 6.5 is the same value, but within that 6.5, you don't see the string of numbers after it. You just see the first decimal point. So, like, one guy might be 6.58729, you know, and the other guy's 6.51. Significant difference. So, like, a 66.43, change that to a 66.68, my friends, a literally 0.28, 0.25 difference might change your exposure to like your entire pool, which is why somebody can make one tweak in the projections. Real King versus me that night. We have 261 players, and one of them is slightly different, and you guys have different results for the night. Projections are insanely important to me. Now, I'm not saying they're everything. What you do with projections is probably equal shares importance, but I don't like to brush off projections as saying they're irrelevant, because the way, I guess, especially at least the way I play and suggest, you know, I think it matters. Big time. All right, let's do this. Okay, so I'm going to, oh, that's nice looking right there. Okay, I'm going to the NBA homepage so you guys can see this. Hey, I got that. Let me download this. Thanks, Javad. Here's the projections. So everybody who's watching right now, you're like, how's he doing this? What's he doing? Well, let's watch. FanDuel. Download. No more copy paste. Upload. Upload file. Grab that file. Okay, skip all. Uncheck those two. It says name and projection. Add data. Bang. Okay, I talked my way through that, and it took 10 seconds. All you copy pasters, don't copy or paste anymore. Everything is right here. This is super easy. So if you were to apply this tonight, sort by value, point guard, Drew Holiday, baby. Hey, who was in my video this morning? Had you seen my video? Drew Holiday. Oh, who else? Karis LeVert. How interesting. Manuel Quickly right there. Wow. So before the projections came out, I was able to identify some of this stuff. It's as if it's a valuable video. And then I gave away Monkey Knife Fight free plays. What? Bobby Portis is 4K? Get the heck out of here. Against Washington? And then center. I'm not locking a center because we've already talked about this. Just not something I'm going to do. I'm not going to handcuff myself at the center position if I'm 3-maxing, 150 maxing. If you're going to do run out one entry, yeah, maybe. And look, it didn't use Wiseman, the highest, the best value. How much salary did it use? 59.6, 59.9, 6,000. And look, it probably jammed in. Yeah, it did. I sorted by projections next. It jammed in the highest projections after that. Curry, Giannis, Kawhi, PG-13, Chris Paul. Yeah, I love CP3 at 6'8". I can't wait for the pre-lock show tonight. I hope you all tune in. That pre-lock show is going to be something special. There are so many point guards to use tonight. I'm adding that overlay real quick. Takes me 2 seconds. Hey-o. I love it. Thanks, man. Appreciate that very much. Look at that. How's that love for Dave, man? That's right. I like that. I like that. Just a little assist, huh? See, I can't even like hide my little smirk. Like I feel good about it, you know? I feel good about it. A little be kind action there. I like that a lot. There's been some issues. Projections page, update. No, Dewey, it does. You got to pay attention to the alert, not the timestamp. That's what the alert is for. Yeah, CG just said it. So we've got the Discord channel. And by the way, it says on the page. It says on the page. Look. Right here. In our free Discord chat, an alert is set out when they are final. So if you're looking at the Study Hub and stuff like that, like the timestamp does not mean our projections page is final. Is right here. An alert is sent out when they are final. So when you get that alert in Discord, you know the projections are final for the day. By the way, you could do what I just showed everybody with SuperDraft. I was right here. Patreon membership separate from Rise or Fall? Yeah, that's sports betting. Alfred. Oh, by the way, if you want the sports betting, just get the draft kit. Y'all know this is here? Rise or Fall Fantasy Football Draft Kit. Look at this. I made it so that it's free for members. I have this thing where, like, I don't want to double dip to my membership. Okay? I just don't want to double dip. I hate that so much. So anybody who buys the draft kit for $10, you get a free month of SPARI, and you get $10 off in the future for teamriseorfall.com, DFS. So basically, anybody who buys the draft kit, not only is it free for you if you're already a member, but then you get a free Patreon afterwards because you're going to get $10 off on your DFS subscription. So $10 off and then $10 paid, and then you're getting a free month of SPARI. So any of my friends, and by the way, I think that's down below in the description section. I set it up like that. I don't want people to pay. I don't want people to pay for things, right? I hate that. I don't want my members who already pay to have to then, like, you have to buy a draft kit on top of this if you want the goods. No. You're going to get everything. You're going to get everything we offer for the draft kit for free, and I'm going to give you a free month of SPARI just because you bought it, and I think that's cool that you bought that. So I love you. That's for you. Who loves you, baby? Thanks for the support. Simple as that. Thank you very much for the support. There we go. There we go. Yep, all connected. I just wanted to check on the back end. Yep. So what I'll do is I'll grab everyone's email when it's live, and I'll send you an email. And the email will have your promo code for your $10 off to Team Rise or Fall, and you'll get your free month to SPARI. And I'll tell you how to get that. And all you do is you pay $10 to the site for the fancy football draft kit, and that's it. You get it for it's the season, right? I mean, September 1st hits and the NFL season has started. Well, there you go. I love that. Real King says he lost a ton last week tweaking because he didn't feel good about the lineup. Yeah, I know. It's hard to trust what it says sometimes, right? Pursley says there's more value on early bird deal than DFS. That's crazy, man. That is a great deal, FNA. Thank you, man. Meyer says that's a beautiful logo. Yeah, I think it is too, man. Mid-range chalk raider? Yeah. I'm with you. Who are we looking at tonight? Mid-range? Well, here's the thing. If you're using the top values and then top projected guys on a lineup, what do you guys think that's the best use for? You think that's what you're throwing into like a 200,000 person tournament, 35,000 person tournament? Heck no. Heck no. If you are grabbing the best values tonight, we're going to sort by value. These guys are going to be chalky. The best values are always going to be chalky. So if you're grabbing the best values tonight, enter it into all your head-to-heads. Enter it into cash games. Enter it into a, league, a small league. Enter it into a small tournament, 140 people, 59 person, $12. $5, 115 max, 115 person. What else do they have? $25, 47 entry on FanDuel. Do the $100 dunk, 222 windmill. Stuff like that, I think you can do this. My friends, if you try to do something like this and enter it into like the 333, you have not been listening to me since I started streaming. Or you have not watched a single video. You have not read anything I've done before. Cough, cough. Do this and run a train in the nickel and quarter. I mean, you can do that because we know those cash lines sometimes are lower than like cash games. So I think you can if you want. I won't even pretend. That joke, I think, actually is applicable. I think you can honestly lock and go in those and maybe like double your money, But if you're trying to win those, you ain't going to win this way. I mean, you could lock them in Crunch 150, right? Just those 4 or something. Go for it. That is a great deal. I am so thrilled that people think that's a great deal. That makes me so happy. I am so excited about the draft kit. Did I post a link? I hope people check this out. I mean, you're going to get $10 off of DFS. Do you already pay for our DFS stuff? If you already pay for our DFS stuff, you basically have a free draft kit and a free month to SPARI. Well, I can't use SPARI. Well, can you play Thrive Fantasy? Then you can use SPARI. Oh, I can't. Oh, I can play. Can you play Monkey Knife Fight or Prize Picks? Well, then you can use SPARI. And by the way, the SPARI model, you know, sides, totals, all these things. I mean, you can use that. That's applicable in anything, my friends. What was I doing? I think that's it. I think I accomplished what I wanted to accomplish. Even beyond the stream agenda where it says value locks, core build, 3 max settings. It was a good stream today. If you end up wanting to join DFS, here's what you can do. You can join today using promo code STREAM above my head for $5 off. Buy the draft kit, all right? And then later you'll get another $10 coupon off, likely for your next month. So you'll start your first month at $24.99. Your next month you can charge for $10 off and make it $19.99. And guess what you get both times? $20 to use Fantasy Cruncher. Look, I bought the draft kit to make sure it works. But you get $20 to use on FC every month. I forgot about that layer, actually. So if you get the draft kit, you're getting $20 off the FC and a $10 discount to Rise or Fall. 10 plus 20 is 30. How much do we cost? 30. You get a free, it's basically a free month. Oh my gosh. I didn't think that through when I made that. Can't go back now, though. Can't go back now. My friends, please pass on the tutorial, which is also here on YouTube, for this stuff, because I want people to understand how to upload these. Super easy. CG, we should probably add it right here, right? Like under this. I don't know. On your way out, please hit the subscribe button on YouTube if you are not subscribed. If you are subscribed, hit the notification bell at the top right of the screen. Seriously, hit the notification bell. You'll get alerts. You don't have to worry about missing anything. You'll get alerts for when the morning video comes out. Let me see. Is it playing? There it is. I like that. You'll get the alert that the stream has started at 11:30. You'll get the alert that the 5:30 p.m. pre-lock stream that's only on YouTube is live. You'll see Team A on my live stream with me this week or maybe next week. He's going to start joining me for the pre-lock stream. I'll try to get other members and other staff on the stream. I think that'll be a lot of fun. So we've got some really cool things coming down the pipeline here. And I hope you all end up joining. And